Hi there, YouTube. Welcome back. Today I've returned in human form. Yesterday was Warcraft 30 event in London, hosted by Blizzard at the Sloane Hall, I think the venue was called. It was very, very fun. I did go. It was an absolute blast. I will talk about it more in this video. I'll mention a few names and things that happened. We've got goodies to open as well. So this is just the intro. So if you want to hear about Warcraft 30 in London, I'm here to talk about it. And if you like the video, give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe. I appreciate it very much. And if you want to stick around, I appreciate that tremendously. I'll be here playing video games mostly, but when things like this happen, I'll happily talk about them. But yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys went. I saw a few faces while I was there. It'd be nice to put usernames to faces. So yeah, let me know down below if you went to the London one, or if you go into the other ones around the world that are happening over the next few weeks, I think. So yeah, let me know down below. But I'm going to dive into the video. I'm going to start talking about it. It's going to be fun. We're going to open goodies, and we'll see what we get. All right, ciao for now. So yeah, let's talk about Warcraft 30. It happened yesterday. I had to leave that little bit early to grab my train back home. My last train was at 10 o'clock, and the event ended at 10 o'clock, so I had to miss a bit of Windrose, who like played the event out. I don't know if anything else happened after that. I don't know. Yeah, so I had to run back. I missed a little bit of it, but all in all, it was a phenomenal event. It was so very fun. I'm gonna go in game view here. Oh no, I'm not. Hang on. Uh, where my camera be? There I am. How do I get rid of? There we go. Let's start by opening things, huh? Is this gonna show on stream? Do I need to? Is this the way to do it? Oh, hey, that's probably the best way to do it. Okay, window capture. Create new. Yes. This is what I want. Hey, it's me. I guess we can pull it up here. We'll just start talking about it, right? This is me. Should I make it full screen? Would that be better? Possibly. No, maybe not actually. That's fine. We can go with that. That works. There we go. That works perfectly. This is me. This is, I made an Instagram post. Yeah, I'm wearing the same clothes. Get over it. I haven't washed yet. I've just woke up and started. I had a yogurt for breakfast, and I just started streaming and talking about this. So, you know, we'll deal with that at some point. I'm gonna put the music back on just for a bit of background noise. I'll keep it super turned down. Yeah, this is me. I made an Instagram post saying that I was on my way to London. This is the Instagram post. I didn't take too many videos and stuff, but I took a few. So obviously the next video is hey, it's me coming into London. It's me on the train coming into London. Yeah, this was about maybe 5 minutes away from the station from King's Cross. So we just took scenery video for B-roll. I eventually got there. This is the queue outside the Sloane Hall. This was like our little group. We were around the corner Can you see my mouse here? The entrance was like round the corner and over here. So I got there about 4 o'clock, about an hour before the doors opened. And the queue was already from the front door here, all the way to this corner, and all the way down here as well. And there were like quite a few people behind me as well. So, yeah, like an hour beforehand, it already started filling up, which is why I wanted to get into London for about 3:30, so I could walk over there for about 4 o'clock. I did it quicker, I think. I think we pulled in at maybe about 20 to 4. It was meant to be a 10-minute walk. It was meant to be a 20-minute walk. I did it in about 10, maybe 11 or 12 on the way there. I did it on 10 on the way back, but I was fueled with Warcraft themed cocktails at that point, so all I knew was speed. So yeah, this is where we queued up. This is a Sloan Hall to the left, and yeah, this was like our little queue gang. And then we're inching ever closer. This was probably like half an hour later. We inched ever closer. We got to the front of the building, but still not round the corner. There was the big Warcraft 30 on the outside projected, which looked very cool. I took another picture that was very blurry because I'm an idiot. And that's when we got in. We finally got in. There was a traveling book there at the front. I signed it, obviously. You can see the mouse. It was like a big ass book. It took up the whole of the table. It probably had... This is probably where that page ends. And there were like 4 pages across the desk. It was nuts. I signed it and got fairly close to the middle. Like low down to the middle though. But yeah, this was the entrance to the Sloan Hall. And you can see, this isn't Christian Nairn just yet. Christian Nairn was on later. Hodor DJ'd later on. But this is another DJ that they had playing, like everyone in. It was very cool. And probably the first, like, Warcraft, influencer, Warcraft personality that I met here. As soon as I walked in, and as soon as I took this picture, like, stood over here, there was Bellular and Matt from the channel Bellular. So, I sort of bumped into them. I said, hey. I was going to be that guy. I was just going to mention that I missed the podcast and hope they had thoughts of bringing it back maybe. But I'm sure they've had that question from like 7,000 other people at this point. So I didn't. But we got cut off anyway. So I started talking to them. I asked how they were doing, yada, yada, yada. And then we got cut off because everyone was in this bit here. And the event was 2 floors. So, like, we had the staff who basically cut our conversation short. This was the wheel area. We'll get back to the wheel in a bit. But everyone was here. So they, like, cut us off. They tried to force some people to go downstairs just to fill out the arena a bit better. So, like, there was a fairly big group of us. The Bellular boys, Matt, Mike, we all sort of got escorted downstairs to where the other stuff was happening. But it was good. It was good. Yeah, this was like the opening area bit. So we got ushered downstairs. This was the downstairs bit. It's a lot smaller, this part here. So, yeah, we're like directly below the traveling book here, I think. And this is where the other stuff was. There's a bar down at the bottom here to the back. And I spent a lot of money there. This is where the patch... There was like a scarf patch booth thing. Where you got a free scarf. And you had 2 patches of your choosing. I didn't know they were giving the scarf away with it for free. I thought they were just like sewing patches onto scarves. So you had to like bring your own scarf. That's not the case. I was hoping they'd just give you the patches as is. And then you could do with them what you wanted. But I don't think they were doing that either. I don't know. The queue was that long for this. We got ushered downstairs, and then I was in a queue for this for like half an hour. We were then told it was closed for like 10-15 minutes. They said they run out of stock, but I think it was just that the sewists, what the what do you call people who sew? The team that was sewing needed a break, I think, because they were sewing them. You had to choose the patches, and then they sewed them in real time there onto the scarf, because obviously people are going to have different combinations of what patches you could have. You could either... You could have all the class icons, and you could have Alliance and Horde emblems. I think they were the only options, but obviously, say if I had got one, I might have gone Death Knight and Rogue, or I could have gone Death Knight Alliance. But there's so many different combinations there, they have to sew them in real time. They can't just like pre-make them. Which, fair enough, that's why the queue took forever. That's why it closed. Obviously, the people who sewed probably got RSI from that last night, god bless them. So yeah, the queue was closed, and then it reopened, but you needed a ticket to get in or something? I don't know. I missed out on the scarf. I went to the bar, I started buying Warcraft cocktails. That was me done for this area. But there was also a photo booth down here as well that nobody seemed to be queuing for. Everyone was in the queue for the patches, and nobody seemed to be in the queue for the photo booth that was here. So I did go to the photo booth at one point. Oh, there's the patches. I thought I took a picture of what you could get. It's very blurry. So you've got all the class icons. You could have two patches per guest. You could have all the class icons, Alliance, Horde, and also Warcraft 30. That's the other one I was forgetting. So a decent selection of patches. But yeah, it was super busy. Oh, this is like this is after I come back upstairs. I finally took a picture of the big Arthas poster. This was like as soon as you walked in. Yeah, it was very cool. I took another picture of the DJ doing his thing. Oh, we got video. I don't know if we've got audio. Oh, hey, there's another guy. Hey, you might recognize him. It's Tally. I bumped into Tally a couple of times that night. He was at the bar, and he was grabbing a drink. I offered to buy one for him, but he was getting like a big group of drinks in, so he politely turned down. But yeah, it was very pleasant. It was nice to meet Tally. I saw Evertel there as well, but I didn't like bump into Evertel and say hey. But yeah, she was definitely there as well. Yeah, it was good. This is when I was queuing up for the spin to win wheel, I believe. This is around that time. I was taking this was like the guild. This was the tavern. They had like benches and like prop books and everything all over the benches. I don't think I've really got any images of that, aside from what you can maybe see here. Let's go back. You can kind of see some of the stuff here. There's some books dotted around. And this is another bar that was on over here. So yeah, this was like the tavern area that I think was meant for guild members and things to like meet up and chat and, you know, do what they do. Let's move on to the next image. Oh, this was like getting close to the front of the spin to win wheel. It's not the best lighted picture, I'll be honest. I tried to put it in night mode and it didn't take. So there's Alex Straza. Fortune of Azeroth, that's what the wheel was called apparently. And here's a guy who is looking at the wheel very lovingly. So the whole idea behind this wheel was, I think no matter what number you rolled, I think you got a prize. But I think 1 to 10 were the big hitters, right? If you got between 1 and 10, you got the deluxe collector's edition for the War Within, which I'm fine not winning. Yes, I could have won it, give it away, or sold it, or whatever, sure. But I'm not too bothered about that. So 1 to 10 were like the big money, big wheel things. Other people were winning, I don't know what the numbers were. I got 23. And I think that was like the next prize, which we'll see in a minute. I've got them down there. It was a mini plush. A mini Blizzard plush. I don't know which one it is. I've not opened it yet. But also some people were like winning Razer headsets and stuff. Which also very cool, but I don't know what numbers you needed to roll for those. So this was the wheel. Got Illidan on there. It's got the is that the Archaeology Night Elf that I forgot the name of? Obviously, you got Human and Orc down here. Very cool design. It didn't click when you span it, which is the only downside to it. But it is what it is. Here's me doing the... I did like a train emote, I guess. That's me spinning. The staff that took the video and the picture for me enlightened me. I didn't realize you could take images whilst taking a video. I still don't know how to do it. I'll try and faff around with my phone to see if I can figure that out, because that's good to know. I could use that a number of times. But yeah, that's me in the trash hat. That's me spinning the wheel. There's a couple of photos there. I'm clearly very impressed. I've got my little VTuber placard. Oh yeah, I should probably show that off as well. Not the VTuber one. They like give everyone lanyards to write on. I'll show it in full screen later, but there we go. It's like a little Warcraft 30 lanyard, which is very cool. Yeah, here's me spinning the wheel. Do we have the video? Oh my god, we have the video. Do we have audio? Oh, we can have audio. Oh my god, that's loud. Okay, let's go. Do the train emote. Let's go, dude. Hey, we got 23. I'll take 23. He says like a goddamn fool. Like I even knew what that meant. I'll take 23, sure. This is what I won. This is what I won from the wheel. I did get 2 more on top of this. You got 1 from the goodie bag and some, one of the guys that I queued outside with. God bless him. He didn't want the mini plush, so he collared me later on in the night and said, do you want this? And I said, absolutely. So cannot thank him enough for that. Very appreciated. So I ended up with bringing 3 of these home. So I'm hoping they're different. I saw a few people with a Yeti. I think Esfand had a Yeti around his neck. He had it like tied to his lanyard or something. But I'm very curious to see which ones we get in here. I think they might come with the battle pets as well. I'm not sure. So we'll be opening those in a little bit and seeing what we got. That's a picture of a burger that I had. It was nice. It looks more pink in this picture than I believe it was. Because I had the flash on and also the room was purple, so I think that might be affecting it slightly. But yeah, this was such a weird event. They had, like, the bar was expensive, sure, and I bought loads of cocktails, so money has gone. However, they had like little, what do you call, like, they had staff walking around with like the platters, and at the beginning they had like jars of drink that looked like potions. And then as the night went on, they then started walking around with like these little mushroom starter little bite-sized things. I didn't have one, but there were loads of those going around. And then the burgers come out. Okay. In rank, I don't know who by. Oh well. So yeah, they were start coming around with like the burgers. This was a chicken burger. It had some sort of spice. It was some sort of like marinated chicken of sorts. It was very, very nice. But because they're walking around with like them on platters, you didn't have like a plate or anything. You just, they offered you it and you took it off the platter and you were just eating it in your hands. These kinds of burgers are like the worst thing to eat with your hands, especially when you've got no plate going on. So it was messy, but I dealt with it. You can see part of the cocktail that I had. I think there were lots of Long Island iced teas that ended up being drank. Very nice though, very sweet. But yeah, this burger was good. Big fan of the burger. We've got, oh, there we go. Like, yeah, this was one of the staff members just like walking around with the burgers. So they were just free to grab. And at some point during the night, I suppose I can get around to talking to about the people that I've sort of seen / spoken to. There was a long, gosh, this just before Christian Nen was about to open up and DJ at around 8 o'clock. We've got Holly, Ian. God bless them. I cannot remember the names off the top of my head. We'll hear it in the video. I'll play the video. But I'm not overly familiar with Hearthstone or the team. And these both work on Hearthstone. But yeah, obviously you've got Holly there. I didn't meet Holly. I think she was doing the earlier dev signing. But obviously I saw her. She got on stage. I did meet Ian. I shook the man's hand. I expressed my love for, I think, Dragonflight being a very important expansion for Warcraft, which I do believe. I know not everyone loves it, but I think for how the game has pivoted and carried on from Dragonflight, I do think Dragonflight is an important expansion for World of Warcraft. Perhaps one of the most important. I'm not saying it's the most enjoyable. I'm not saying it's the best by any means, because yes, it had issues, but I really, really think it is the most important, potentially. Just from how systems have changed and how the loosening of reins and things to... I don't know, we get into a better place where it's like account bound stuff. It's very alt friendly. I personally think the gearing system at the minute is pretty decent. I know a lot of people don't understand like how crests and Valorstones work and stuff like that. And I do think Valorstones are kind of annoying. That I don't know, if you play an alt and you never upgrade your gear, you're always at the 2k cap. If you play a main and you're always upgrading gear, you're always running out of Valorstones, and I do think that's an issue. But the whole crest thing and the upgrading of gear and the different tiers, I quite like that. And I know it's a little bit confusing and some people don't get it, which I completely understand. And I do kind of wish we'd go back to the Emblem of Frost era, where you just get emblems of Frost, you can buy the raid gear from a vendor. I do kind of like that more still, but the current gearing stuff I like a lot. And then I also thanked him for delves, because I work night shifts and I work 4 on 4 off, so I'm working different days every week, so I can't really overly commit to guild raiding. I do really want to try. I want to make an effort to try. But the few times when I have raided, it's always been in like a pug. But yeah, delves for me have been such a breath of fresh air that I can like do hard content, get decent gear and get tier gear out of it. And, oh, I've knocked over my light. We'll need that later. And for me to have, like, the Death Knight Mythic tier set just feels really cool as a mostly solo player who just runs delves and mostly, like, time walking raids and stuff like that. It's been very, very fun, genuinely. And I do think we're heading in the right direction. Overall, as Warcraft, we're heading in the right direction. And especially with, like, player housing coming later this year, I believe. A lot of good features. A lot to enjoy about the game. But I understand there are still many issues that happen. And especially when it comes to, like, new patch releases. And there are massive issues that crop up. Problem. But that being said, I'm looking forward to Undermined. And I'm looking forward to drifting around the place in my car. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we might have the video. I didn't quite catch Holly's bit, so I didn't start recording, so we just got Ian onwards. Oh, there's Christian Nan. I don't think the video of them talking is uploaded yet, which is a problem. But yeah, Christian Nan doing his thing. Oh, yeah, let's go back. I posted this on Instagram stories, and Christian Nan reposted it on his story, which I thought was very cool. But yeah, he's a bloody good DJ. Very, very good DJ. He put on a hell of a show. Big fan. I would, if he's touring or he's doing an event or something that you're at, I'd recommend go watching him. He's very, very good. And then the tiniest bit of windrows that I caught, I had to leave at this point, so I don't know many of their songs. I love their aesthetic, and the songs that I do know are good, great, but I didn't know what they were playing at the time, and then I had to leave, like, not long after. So unfortunately, what is that? Is that a murky plush? Also, yeah, there were a couple there that had the question mark quest icon and the exclamation mark quest icon, which I thought was very cool. There was also a very good Ysera cosplayer there. And there was a guy dressed up as Medivh, who, I kid you not, looked so incredibly like the actor that played Medivh in the Warcraft movie as well. Is very, very good. There were a lot of people there. Let's talk about names. That's a cool image. That's so cool. Let's talk about the people. The people I saw versus the people I sort of met. I met Bellular, Matt, their team. There was another guy they were with, I believe. And I met Tally. And there were so many other people there. I met S-Fand as well, briefly. I very briefly met S-Fand. I made a couple like extra appearances on his stream. If you watch his stream of the event, you'll see me with the yellow hat on at some point. I was definitely in the background there. But he got out of the way. He sat like in this little hovel where there was like some camera equipment and stuff. I assume that was set up specifically for him. I don't know. But yeah, he was in like that little hovel. And I was like leaving from the downstairs to go upstairs. I think it's when Windrose started. So I'd gone back downstairs for some reason. And I was coming back up. And he was in this little hovel on the way back up. And he had all the lights on him and everything. And like you had to walk past him to get upstairs. So I don't know if this bit was on stream or not. I don't know if the cameras were like rolling. But I just shouted over to him. Because all the equipment was in the way. I couldn't like barge through and like shake his hand or anything. Because he was like trapped in a field of camera equipment and stuff. But yeah, I just shouted over. I was like, "Hey, S-Fan, you all right, dude? You had a good night?" It was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Cool, I'm off upstairs." But yeah, it was cool. Who else was there? Nobble was there. I'm so upset that I didn't get to actually chat with Nobble. I saw him a couple of times, and the couple of times that I did see him, he looked engaged in conversation with others, and I didn't want to like intrude. But you know, I was keeping my eye out because obviously I knew people from the Warcraft sphere were going to be there. I was keeping my eye out just to, you know, if they didn't look busy, I would have walked up to them at that point. So Nobble was definitely there. And from what I overheard of conversations that he was having, like when I was queued up at a bar and he was like close by and stuff, they all seem like such genuine, lovely people. And again, the Bellular boys were very, very sweet for our brief interaction. And Tally, again, very, very sweet, very pleasant, very polite. But, yeah, so the Bellular team were there. Nobble was there. Tally and Evertel were there. Mr. GM was there, who I caught. I saw him. I don't know what he was recording. I think he was like interviewing people. He had like a microphone and a little like camera on the go, and I think he was giving the microphone to people. I'm not sure what for, but I did see Mr. GM. He was knocking around, but that was while sort of this stuff was happening with Windrose, and it was just very loud. And I don't process audio well. When people are talking to me and there's a lot of like background noise and stuff, it's like I'm deaf, basically. I don't understand things that people say to me. So I didn't feel comfortable going up to him and like starting a conversation because it was just, there was too much noise and I wouldn't have understood a word he was saying to me, basically. So, but he was there. I definitely saw him. I didn't realize it was him at first because it was like such a dark room. His hair and beard looked darker than what you'd think it was from like watching him on stream. I don't know. He'd like blended in a bit. But yeah, Mr. GM was definitely there. I'm trying to think who else was there. Who else? Obviously the people that were with S-Fan were there. I feel like at some point very early on in the night, I'm sure, like I could have sworn on my life that I saw Fandy and her husband. But I don't even know if they were there. It just looked very much like them both. But I don't know. It could have been them. I genuinely don't know. I haven't looked online to see if they were there or anything, but it just they looked very similar to them if it wasn't them. But they were like leaving as I was coming back into the main hall. I don't know what time it was, so I didn't see them again. So I genuinely don't know if it was them or not. Yeah, there were a few people there. I think Bear's Adventures was there. Hey Tom, how's it going? Is that S-Fan in the back right of your pic? What, the guy on keyboards up here? That's not S-Fan. I did meet him though. I was just on about that. As I was coming upstairs, I did meet him as I was coming back into the main hall like later on in the night. Fandy and husband were on his stream. Oh, so it was them. Yeah, I didn't know if they were there or not. They did look very similar to them. Like say they were leaving as I was like coming into the main hall though. But yeah, it was cool. It was very, very cool. I don't know if I've got any more video. Oh, that's my goodie bag that will be opening at some point. Oh, hey, that's me. I got told Charlemagne. I think that's everything that's... Is there anything else that's... Oh, nothing else is uploaded yet? Come on. Oh, it's because it's uploading the big speech by Holly, Ian, and the Hearthstone team. I think that's why everything's taking a while, because that's like a big chunky 4-minute video, and it's struggling to upload. Did you enjoy it? Hell yeah, it was very fun. I'll try and find. I made a couple of background appearances on S-Van's stream, so I'll try and pull that up while I'm here. Which video is it? Is it this one? Hope you told him how bad he is at Classic WoW. No, I met him so incredibly briefly. I first saw him like on the dance floor, and I think it was after Christian Nan sort of finished his DJ set. I think he must have wandered off. So I went downstairs to the bar to get another cocktail, because the bar downstairs was the queue was a lot quieter, and the bar was a lot bigger. Weirdly, the bar upstairs was tiny, and like everyone was there. So I went downstairs to that bar to get a cocktail, and it was on the way back up that I found him in his little camera hovel. So I just shouted over, I said, "You're right, you had a good night," that kind of thing, but I don't know what he was doing. He looked busy doing something. Oh, they did the wheel as well? Oh, I must have missed that. Where's OBS? How do I capture this? Window capture. Oh, hey, that works. Oh my god, it's over my face. Eesh. There we go. Whereabouts is this? I can see my little dumb yellow hat. Around about here. Everyone's sort of grooving. Oh, that's who else was there. I didn't get a chance to say hey to him, though. I believe that was Kexman. I didn't get a chance to say hey to him. Oh, there I am. Walking back with a goddamn cocktail in hand. Of course I was. Amazing. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, it's very cool. I caught Ian on the way out. I was like leaving the event because I had to leave a little bit early. And I'd had too many cocktails at that point. And I did catch Ian. He was leaving around the same time. I got my goodie bag, and I just once again like thanked him. Especially for delves. I'm a big delve enjoyer. And I said I'm looking forward to Undermined, and he said, "Oh, you've only got 4 more days to go." And I was like, "Oh, that's too long. I can't wait." He seemed very chill though. What is going off here? Damn, is it out in 4 days? Undermined is. The patch is. The new season doesn't start until the week after, I don't think. Which, I've still got to get things done. I'm not prepared for the end of Season 1 at all. Yeah, it was very cool. It was a very cool event. Tally and Evertel were absolutely bopping to Christian Nan's DJ set. There he is. There's a guy. I don't know where I've gone. Tally and Evertel were like over here bopping along. I don't know where they disappeared to. this guy in like the sports jersey was also like near the queue, near us in the queue outside as well. And this like a couple of people like were walking just through London, right? People kept coming up to like the people in the queue and say, "Oh, what are you queuing up for? What are you queuing up for? What's this? What's happening?" And people like saying, "Oh, it's an event for World of Warcraft." And everyone was like, World of Warcraft? What's World of Warcraft?" They'd say, "Oh, it's for a video game." There was one woman, bless her. Her reaction when she got told it was a video game was just like, okay. It felt so good. Everyone at the queue started giggling. And everyone in the room started clapping. It was one of those moments. Oh, there I am again, making an appearance. This girl here was in the queue with us, like directly in front of me in the picture that I showed earlier. And I'm assuming they were a guild friend. She was talking about like guild friends. It was cool though. I had no idea Esfan was going to be there. I didn't know he'd be streaming it either. It's very cool for that, for the memory to be preserved, because I didn't take that many videos or pictures. I took a few, which I'm fairly happy with, and like I say, I'll probably string together a video of it all. But to someone just donate the word Hodor. Seems cool how open the event is to let you mingle with people. It felt genuinely, and this isn't like to... It's not like really anything to brag about. It just felt like how in my head I imagine like a business event feels, or like a press event thing. I don't know, it felt weird. I've never been in a situation where there's staff there who are bringing around tables of food for free. You can just steal a burger off the plate. It's wild to me. But cocktails were 15 quid at the bar, so I guess that's how they make their money back. But they were giving out drinks for free at the beginning. It was such a weird... I don't know, it was a very pleasant vibe to the whole thing. It was genuinely such good vibes. And the venue was quite small. I will say that. The venue was small, there were a fair amount of people there. Getting shoveled in to begin with was a bit chaotic. But... here I am again. I don't really move from here. I enjoyed Christian N's DJ set far too much. It was great. He's very, very, very good. Yeah, I don't really know where Esfan went afterwards. I think... oh, is this the hovel? Is he going downstairs here? This is his hovel. I don't know what the cameraman's doing. No, that's not his hovel, sorry. He's at like at the other end. I think his hovel's over there. There's his little hovel. So yeah, the way to get back upstairs from the downstairs bit, this was like a little hallway, and the stairs were literally to the right through this door here. So you had to like walk past him to get back upstairs, and I'd gone to the bar and I was walking back up to catch a start of Windrose, I think. So this is where I like shouted over to him, like having a good night, whatever. But there was just a row of like camera equipment and stuff here, so he's like protected by it all. You can like see there's a tripod there, there's some like lights and stuff. It's like very closed in. And this was the downstairs bit. I don't really know what was going off here. Like these, I think the Patches bar is like back from the camera. Like the exact opposite way of what the camera's facing. The bar was like to the left and up from where the camera's facing. I think that's where they are. But I'm sure like the seating over there was like for disability. So I don't know what this bit was. Oh my god, yeah. This is like what it was like trying to get back into the event. And this is the patch thing. Yeah, they're like sewing it. As you line up, you pick the patches, and then they're literally there sewing them into the scarf for you. Kind of nuts. Oh yeah, this is where we left. Well, this is where I left. Me and Ian sort of bumped into each other at this gate here. He was like going up this way, peasing out. Then I had to go run for my train. I'm pretty sure that's Kexman, right? I'm not over familiar with him. I know, I'm aware of him, but I've seen him in the Download Festival group a couple of times. I don't know what they did after the event. That was cool though. And again, I'm aware of Lydia Violet very vaguely. I don't know her too well. I don't know her too well. I've not watched her stuff. I'm aware she's a streamer though. I don't know who this was though. She was kind of dancing, going a bit nutty on the dance floor. And S-Fan's cameraman was like filming her. And that's when I like first caught myself. He like did a 360 round her while she was dancing. And I was just in the background just like pulling the Jim face from The Office. Oh yeah, you can see all the collector's editions there. Look at them, dude. They're all the big prizes. And that's his little Yeti. That's what we might have. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame I didn't get to have a good chat with Nobble. I would have loved that. I did see him knocking about, and everyone there is very tall. Yeah, I may have been the shortest person here. Maybe. Maybe not. Might have been taller than them. No offense, I don't want to point them out in particular, but... Yeah, I'm fairly short. There are a lot of tall people there. Is he going through... Oh my god, is that the security not lost and found thing? This is the security table where they took my packet of crisps, my Yorkie bar, and they took my water and my deodorant off me as well. Is S-Fan rifling through that? I got it back at the end of the night. They told me to take a picture of it so I could get it back, but... Or did he have the monster taken off of him? I'm assuming that's his. I would hope so. Either way, it was very cool. It was a very good event. It was good vibes. I would recommend watching S-Fan's stream if you want a better experience of like what the whole thing was. I'm sure his footage is infinitely better than whatever I'm going to put together with Wow, hitting your 8-hour sleep goal is a great way to start the day, Ben. Huh? I've already woken up. You want me to go back to bed? Crazy. Yeah, I'd imagine S-Fan's stream's probably the best way to experience this if you haven't got tickets or not going to any of the other events. But it was very good. It was very, 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 very good. And it just makes me want to go to BlizzCon all that much more. So, unfortunately, I'll probably be going to America at some point. I don't know, if it's anything like this, very excited about doing a BlizzCon one year. Very, very excited. Oh, there's the book. Oh my god, it's more than 4 pages long. Holy hell. Can we go back a few seconds? We'll finish up on this book, and then I'll end this recording, and I'll, I think this is where I signed. I tried to get close to the middle. I signed, like, down here somewhere. Yeah, it's very cool. Anyway, that was Warcraft 30. I don't even have the screen up. You couldn't see where I signed the book. Never mind. Forget about it. It's a big-ass book. What? Huh? Why am I not full screen? What? Hello? I'm so confused. Why? Oh, frick. This was full screen a minute ago. Oh. You see how I've just not took care of any of my scenes in OBS? That's great. Why is this not full screen? What have I done here? Oh, right, it's because my window capture went into that folder by accident. That's fine. Hey, we're full screen again. That was Warcraft 30. It was a hell of a good time. I would highly recommend if Blizzard do anything like this. Oh my god, get out of here. I don't want to hear this right now. That was a hell of a good time. If Blizzard do anything like this in the future, I would highly recommend trying to get tickets for it. It's been a hell of a lot of fun. And I absolutely want to do a BlizzCon one year. But I'm going to end this recording here because this has already been 53 minutes as it is. And I've got to open up the goodie bag stuff. So we're going to do that separately. I've got my camera ready. I'm going to open it up. I've got codes for WoW and Hearthstone and Warcraft Rumble, I think, that come in the goodie bag. So we'll take a look at that stuff too. Yeah, it's been an absolute delight. YouTube, I hope you have a great day. If you've liked the video, give it a like. Give the channel a subscribe if you want to stick around. I'm going to be here, probably. Helps out the channel, and I appreciate it very much. And leave a comment down below. Let me know if you were there. Let me know if you're going to any of the others. Let me know if you'll be at the next BlizzCon. I might actually be now. I had no interest in going to America, and I still don't. However, I've got interest in going to BlizzCon. So I'm not saying I will, but I might end up going whenever that happens. But it's going to be expensive. I better start saving up. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video here. We'll be opening goodie bags on stream, like right now. But I'm going to cut this up into 2 parts. So YouTube, I'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye for now. Bye, 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 bye.